BrewTools B80pro brew day, cannot wait. I've just got to dive in. I can't wait. It's 8 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. I'm going to start getting set up. It's not ideal because I've not had loads of chance to prepare mentally, physically. I've got to lift that malt pipe. The family's in the house. They're going to be cooking tea in the kitchen. I'm going to be in the kitchen with 60-70 litres of boiling beer, whatever you want to say, another 30 litres of sparge water, but it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to make an English barley wine, kind of coming full circle. The very first all grain that I did was an English barley wine, and lovely it was too. It was very, very nice. Takes a while to ferment out, takes a long time to condition, but even kind of, even after about 6 months, it's very, very nice. After 12 months, it's even better. So I thought, why not, christen the new system with a special brew like that. I've not really been able to do it on the Bulldog brewer because it's quite a large grain bill. You're talking kind of 8 kilograms. I probably could have done it with lower efficiencies and things like that, but it's a 9%. It's a 9% brew, so there was never really any point. Now I'm going to do with some because of the the size of the B80. I think for most beers you could probably get away with doing 3 kind of ordinary batches, but again, because it's quite a large grain bill, I'm just going to do a double batch, and that's going to take me up to around kind of 15-16 kilograms by itself, and the B80pro is recommended to be around 20 kilograms. So again, as soon as you start kind of pushing that upper limit, you're going to be lowering your efficiencies, so I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I'm kind of diving in feet first here, just it's a bit off the cuff, so with the family kicking around I might not be able to do loads of kind of video and talking and stuff. I'll try my best to take a little bit of video, maybe put some text over it, maybe take a couple of pictures and stuff like that, just so you can see kind of how it goes. One thing to kind of note is when I got my grains, when I ordered the B80pro, actually I ordered the grains specifically for the barley wine because I knew that's the one I wanted to do first. So the grains I got from Malt Miller, I don't know if you can see that at the minute. So I asked for them to be crushed, but I don't know what the crush fineness is. The B80pros, or the BrewTools say, recommended, I think it's between 1.2 and 1.3 millimeters. I've no idea what this is. You can get a fine crush from the Malt Miller. Again, I don't know what the the kind of diameter or the width of the mill that they're using is. This looks to be quite coarse, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. It kind of does allude to that in the instructions. And you do get a coarse filter, false bottom, with the BrewTools as well. So it's probably not a bad kind of combination really. What I might do though is just kind of mash in a little bit longer, just so I can kind of maximise the efficiency. Again, like I said, it's a high it's a high strength brew, so I want to extract as many sugars as I can from the grains, and so I might just mash for another half an hour longer. Another limit, like I say, is the sparge water, so I just need to have a quick look, because I've not had time to calculate all the stuff, so I might go for a bit of a thinner mash, so that I don't need to put as much sparge water or heat as much sparge water, because I do still have a Bulldog brewer that is now going to be a sparging tank, and the limit on that is 30 litres. So I'll have a little look. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. Enough waffle for now. I'm going to get on with it and set up. Probably going to be messing about with this until midnight, but we'll see. Catch you in a bit. Right, we've reached temperature, so we're at 67 degrees Celsius at the moment. So I'm going to get the grain basket in, and then I'm going to add the grains once the temperature's kind of settled down a little bit. Okay, so quite hot, so just be careful. Take the mash hat away for a second. Clip them once. Oh, sounds like a sinking ship. Okay. You get the extension pipe out. So the idea behind this is that when you lift up the grain pipe for sparging and for obviously for letting the liquid drain into the bottom, this lifts up with it and basically acts as an extension to the main pipe. Right. I'll double check the temperature and yeah, once we're back up to 67, I imagine that's cooled it down a little tiny bit. If we can see, yeah, so we're at 66.3, we were bang on 67 a second ago, so before I put that in. So I'll let it come back up to 67. Add my grains and yeah, we'll start circulating outside the grain pipe. 14.2 kilograms of pale malt going in. Right, okay, all the pale malt is in. 1.6 kilograms of Carapils malt going in now. Just remember, I'm doing a double batch, so yeah, boil volume should be around, yeah, kind of 55-56 litres, UK litres. We've got a 2 kilogram bag, so let's just measure that up. What's left should be looking for 400. That's all that's left in there. Get it in. Not quite. About 50 or so. There we go, that'll do. Slightly over, but who's counting? Okay, so I did say I was going to go for a thin mash, but I'm pretty much reaching capacity here. It's really thick. I might have to add a little bit more water, but let's give this a go and see where we stand. Okay, so I've added another 2 litres or thereabouts of warm water. Actually, it's my sparge water at 78, but yeah, I mean, it's not affected the temperature a great deal. In fact, it's not, it's bang on 67 if I can read that correctly. Yeah. Okay, so 600 grams of dark crystal malt going in. Okay, let's just check what I've got left. This is a kilogram bag. A little bit more. Again, should have 400 left. Smidgen more, that'll do. And yeah, so this will be my third. Approximately a litre. So total mash water will have been 48 litres. Right, so I'm going to give this a good stir. It's a nice consistency now, so that's looking much better. Actually stir it. Give this a good stir and I'll be right back. Right, whilst I'm waiting for the mash bed to settle, or the grain bed rather, I'm going to start circulating around the grain bed as suggested. So I'm going to come out to the lower port here. I'm actually just going to go through the 24 chiller and then back in to this one. Save me just kind of stretching it at a bit of a weird kind of angle. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, I'll set the main kind of valve. I've had to spin the BrewTools around slightly just to accommodate the piping, but I'm going to pump out the lower valve. So I need to change that so that it takes the water through the dip tube. So I need to close. See if I can do it. That side. Try not to spill it everywhere. That's why I've got that handy. Okay, and I need to close this side. So you can see the fluid start to flow in, and I need to make sure this side's closed, or rather that this side's open. Alright, so yeah, we should be in position now, so let's set the pump. You can see much in there at the minute, but yeah, I'm hoping that that is going to start turning a nice light brown colour, and then we can start sparging. Temperature's gone down a little bit, so the heater's kicking on. That's fine. Cool. Let's see how we get on. A minute or two in, we're still looking pretty clear on those pipes, which is a little bit disconcerting, but it's early days yet. I just had a quick look in here. Hopefully you can see that. So you can see that it's yeah, that the liquid is started to flow around the grain bed. So we're obviously pumping, so that's great news. 10 more minutes and then we'll start sparging or recirculating over the grain bed as well. Okay, I'm going to start recirculating momentarily, but there's the couple of smack packs, London Ale yeast, Y yeast 1028. So we've got two of those, just smacked them both, and they should be now active or activated. And this is my rigged up yeah, ventilation system. So it's literally just a tumble dryer hose, 4-inch Jubilee clip to attach the flexible piping to a plastic collar. And that's just going to sit in there like that. So it's in there, I mean, if it gets pulled, it'll probably snag and pull out, but yeah, it's in there fairly securely. I think that'll do a job. My only real concern is that, obviously, with it being a tumble dry hose, I doubt very much that it's food grade. So, you know, potentially for all the steam that kind of condenses, especially within this kind of area, and then drips back in, it's a bit of a worry, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It'll do until I'm able to obtain the steam condenser that goes with the main hat. And I think once you attach the steam condenser, I don't think you actually need to have the flange. I think it just connects directly to the main steam hat itself. So we'll give that a go when we get there. But yeah, I'm going to start recirculating. Leave the mash for another hour doing that, and then we'll get on to the sparge. I'm going to recirculate, so I don't know if you can see that. We're still spinning around the outside of the grain pipe at the moment. My shot is ready to yeah, recirculate, so I'm going to if you can see that, I'm going to put that in between the pumping out which we're already doing, and the pumping up the centre pipe. If I can illustrate, in fact I've got it all on there, so that's the instructions. So in that position, so we should hopefully start to see, yeah, so we're coming up through the centre pipe at the moment, so I could probably turn the pump up a little bit more, to be honest. So we're at centre. Bring up the 20. And made much difference, was it? Okay, I'll just open the valve a little bit more towards the pump up the centre fitting, setting rather. Okay, so pump's on 90. I think I could probably open this a little bit more. Oh, that's much more like it, isn't it? Okay. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that water level. I actually might turn the pump down slightly. Close it out a little bit more, maybe it's a little bit too much that. Okay. So let's keep an eye on that. Make sure the water level in the main tank doesn't drop below the heating elements. I don't think it will. I think I've got quite a lot of liquor at the moment, so we should hopefully be okay. Yeah, let's see how it goes. We've got a nice colour coming through now, and you can see that reflected in the pipes as well as we continue to kind of recirculate around the malt pipe. So the level's creeping up. It's not going up very fast. So we've been going about 15 minutes now. So it's definitely risen maybe a couple of centimetres or so. But yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on it and turn the flow down on the centre pipe, and yeah, that's it. So we've got a lovely colour at the end of the mash, still trickling through, so I slowed the pace of that down slightly. As you can see, we're towards the top, but you know, no impending doom, so we're okay. We're still kind of circulating around the outside of the malt pipe. So I'm going to stop that for now. And I'm going to, yeah, lift that up with my bare hands. I don't have a winch, unfortunately. I don't think my wife would let me install one in the kitchen, but that's okay. We'll see how we get on. I'm just going to turn that pump off, let the liquids equalise inside the malt pipe and outside of it, so the weight kind of reduces somewhat, and then yeah, we'll start flexing. It really was touch and go. I've done it. So I've got a hop-up platform, which has been really useful. Yeah, for just getting up and down, checking how things are going and stuff like that. But to lift the malt pipe up from there is just really, really awkward. You can't get any purchase. So I literally had to just jump up onto that, which is really, really dangerous. So I had a bit of a dangerous setup with the Bulldog Brewer, and it looks like this is no different for now until I get a proper setup in place. But yeah, oh, it's took the wind out of my sails. That is so heavy. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I've just about managed it, so really chuffed with that. It's draining. You can probably hear it trickling through. Yeah, I waited for the water levels to equalise. They did, but yeah, that was so heavy. Not recommended at home, so don't try this at home unless you me. Thank you. Right, so it's had a bit of a drain. Sparge water's at 77, 78, which is fine. Got this hooked up, so onto the 12mm barb there. So I'm just going to yeah, flick this to, what am I doing? Closing the main tank off, like so. So it's just going to pass from this to that, and let's open this valve and see what happens. not much. Okay, so if I turn on the pump, is it going to work? I'm just sucking it up. Open the tap up a bit more. That. Something's happening. Nothing's happening. Great. I'll be right back. Right guys, I'm having a minute. Just having a quick breather. The wheels have fallen off. I'm having a nightmare. No fault of the BrewTools B80pro. My Sparging vessel, my old Bulldog brewer, has sprung a leak at the tap that was, it's never been there before. I don't know why it suddenly started leaking. Maybe a parting shot because I've replaced it. And yeah, so there's that. And I'm also struggling to get the sparge water basically into the B80pro pump. So I tried to use the old pump from the Bulldog brewer, and that is on the blink. So I'm not having a very good time. So I'm having to basically manually sparge because, yeah, I mean, the Bulldog brewer is leaking all over the floor. I've got a towel down. And yeah, I've got about 20 odd litres to manually kind of sparge away. One kind of saving grace is that I did keep the sparge plate and some of the accessories from the Bulldog brewer. So I've just kind of inserted the sparge plate on top and pouring the water over to help kind of disperse the water. But yeah, it's 8:30 now. I started setting this up at 3:30. So I'm in for a long night. It's an 1.5 hour boil as well, this one. So I'm going to be up late if I intend to clean as well. You're always better off cleaning the same day because it just welds itself on otherwise, right? It's difficult to get off. So I best get back to it, but I'm just having a quick drink. Oh. Wish me luck. What a disaster. Needs must. So I am manually sparging using the old sparge plate from the Bulldog brewer. Just waiting for the last of the sparge water to drip through. I've emptied the Bulldog brewer, the sparge tank, and quite how I have never noticed that before, and how it's never given me any jip, I will never know. Bloody typical it's gone today, but never mind. So whilst I'm waiting for the last of the sparge water, it's going to get the spanner treatment. So I'll get that fixed, and yeah, hopefully it won't give me any jip in the future, or at least not for a while anyway. Bloody hell. Right, on to the next. Okay, 9:10, time to get the party started. So that is, yeah, there's a few more drops to come out of that. Then I'll stick that in the other sink. But while waiting for that to drain, let's get onto manual and just crank it up. Let's just go 100% for now. Yeah, we'll watch the temperature rise. Probably get to about 95, and then yeah, I'll temper that back. Maybe go about 60%. Wait for the hot break, get the hops in, get the steam hat on and the vent out of the window, and yeah, 1.5 hour boil. Okay. Let's see how we get on. Reaching temperature, so we're at 94 degrees. I've just turned the heater down to 60 odd percent, 63%. We're looking good. So I ended up with 55 litres in the end. Hope I'm going to boil enough off, because obviously I'm using the steam hat. I think I probably will. But we'll see how we get on. It's an hour and a half boil, so I anticipate we should be down to, I don't know, let's say 45 as an educated guess. Maybe not, but we'll see. Okay, so we'll get the hop spider in there, see how to rig that up. Maybe I can hook it on one of the handles. But yeah, hopefully we should be seeing hot break soon. Windows open, ready for the pipe to go outside. I'm already quite steamed up, but not too bad. Certainly not as bad as it's going to be when it starts boiling. That's it for now. I'll see you in about 5-10 minutes. Right, we've been inching towards hot break for a while, so I've just bumped the power up to 75%. We should be hot breaking any second really. We're at 99.9 degrees Celsius. Then I'm going to get this little bad boy, the hot spider in there. Maybe turn the power down to, I don't know, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here, but I'd say probably about 60, about 2/3 power, so like 66% I suppose. Get the steam hat on, yeah, and check it out, see how it's going on. But I'm going to obviously get the hops in first, make sure it's not going to boil over or anything. I mean, I'm only at 55 litres or 54 now, so I should be okay. Still at 99, well, I've gone down 0.1 degree. Oh no, we're back up to 99.9, so I'm just going to get this in, get this ready. Right, the hops are going in. Okay, so first edition at the start of the boil is north down, 186 grams. I've made a couple of adjustments because of the alpha acids, but yeah, this is 6.1 alpha acid. That's 100. And that is 86. A little stir. Right. So I shall give it a moment and then get the steam hat on. It seems to be doing okay at the moment, so yeah, nothing to worry about, I don't think. That is my mistake, and I will tell you about it later. But I split the silicone seal. That's a foolish little boy. Pipe seems to be doing okay. Let's take a mosey outside. So hopefully you can see that. Steam coming out to the end of there. Dripping down as well, so seems to be bearing the brunt of it, which is good. 10-15 minutes before the end of the boil, I'm going to put 2 Protoflocs in, so let's try and get this bung out without burning myself. Whew. Wow, lots of bubbles in there, but let's get them in. Can't quite tell what the volume is at the moment, but we'll be getting the hat off soon, so that is a right pain to get in. So I think I need to sort something out with that. We'll talk about that later, but for now, I'll just, yeah, we're near the end of the boil, so I'm just going to take it off. Right, I'm also going to start circulating the water through the counterflow chiller. to sterilise it, and yeah, make sure we're good to go in 10 minutes at the end of the boil. Okay. Right, we have finally reached flame out. We're whirlpooling. The water's going through the counterflow chiller. The water to cool it isn't on yet, but yeah, last hop additions, so flame out additions. Again, so you know, I've adjusted for alpha acids. We've got East Kent Goldings at 31 grams. That's 4.96 alpha acid. We've got 28 grams of target, and that's at 10.4 alpha acid. So I had to do a mix of pellet and whole leaf, which is why I used the hop spider. Regrettably, I shouldn't have. That has made me sever the seal on the steam hat, which I'll touch on at a later date. I've had enough now, so let's get these in. Give these a mash in, get them all nice and wet. And we will begin to cool finally. 11:30 at night. Goodness me, what a long brew day. Before I forget, I've got to put a kilogram of honey in. Tank temperature still 80 degrees, so it should be enough to yeah, dissolve it and kind of pasteurize it. I've not got any concerns about that, so let's get that in there. So 1 jar, I'll give that a little rinse with some boiling water, and then another jar and a tiny bit, making 1 kilogram. So job's a good one. That is the last ingredient. Right, we have just hit the return temperature, so that's going to be our pitching temperature and our fermentation temperature, 22 degrees Celsius. So I flick this to cut off the return to the tank, and I should, and I have sent the water tumbling down into the fermenter. Awesome. So I'm going to fill these 2 sterilised fermenters up, nicely aerate them, and then I'm going to pitch these. Okay. Look at the time. Oh my goodness me. The longest brew day ever. So I've got 21 litres, thereabouts, in each FV. These have been expanding nicely. And I'm just going to sterilise that quickly, cut it, dump the yeast in there, and don't know, I'm probably going to have to clean up tomorrow. My wife's going to hate me. But I've had enough now. It's been a tiring brew day, guys and girls. It's been good. It's been a learning experience, I can tell you that. And through no fault of the BrewTools at all. It's been a bit of a tough one, but you'll live and learn. I've learned a few things for sure, and I'll think I'll cut this video here. I'll do a debrief, a lessons learned video, some point down the line, hopefully next week, or maybe later this week. But you know, if you've enjoyed watching and you want to learn along with me, or rather, you know, you don't want to make the same mistakes I do, then please do give me a like, share, subscribe. Much appreciated. Appreciate the new subscribers that have joined to watch the BrewTools videos, and yeah, I'll see you again soon, guys. Take care, bye bye.